Hello, everybody. I am Will.
And I'm Kristen.
And this is So I'm Watching Big Mouth, Season 5, Episode 6. The best friends make the best lovers. As all of these episodes are, it was a continuation of plots.
Yep.
We introduced Rochelle, the hate worm.
Love it.
Played by Keke Palmer.
Love to see it.
I've been writing them down as we meet new ones.
Yeah.
And I was very like, they didn't tell what she is. They just introduced her.
Beginning.
Yeah, as Rochelle. And I kept waiting. Very interesting.
It was Keke Palmer's
always
amazing. It's also interesting that she wormed in there while Mona was out. Yeah. Mona was not around when Rochelle arrived, and so Missy was unsupervised when this happened.
And Missy's gone gossip girl.
Yeah.
She's still mad at Jessi for sort of co-opting
her affinity group.
Mm-hmm. Which her cousins, we didn't mention it, but her cousins pointed out in the Thanksgiving episode that she maybe wasn't going about the group in
the right way.
She had like a 20-point plan,
it's
and they
too
were like,
many.
girl, they were like,
points.
no.
Yeah.
So
where like, honestly, if it's one of those things where it's like, yes, Jessie and Ali like took it and ran and kind of co-opted the meeting. But if Missy had been like, you know what? Cool. How about we do your plan, but a little more structured? Because Jessie and Ali were like guns blazing to the front lines with like signs. And I think there could have been a happy medium, but Missy was slighted, obviously, and now she is like...
But as is frequently the case, it's like, it's not as simple as one person betraying another.
Of course.
It's like, well, there were things all around. So, yeah, she started a rumor that Jessie and Ali hooked up when they were in jail.
Yeah.
And spread it, I guess, via Instagram. Everyone's talking about it. There was a funny little montage.
Kind of like internet app thing that they were using. I don't know if it was Instagram specifically.
What was she like? Hashtag jail sluts or something?
Yeah.
Insta sluts. It was like woof.
Yeah, it was tough. She went hard.
Really enjoying it too.
Yeah.
And she well again, because also isn't she? I don't know if it's carrying over, but last week her parents grounded her, so she's also isolated.
Yep, she's stuck.
And it's like,
it's a perfect storm.
We've been there, but most of us have been there, but.
I don't know. I don't anonymously bully people on the internet, so.
No, but it's like you've doubled down in the wrong ways. Like I lashed out at friends there was an email chain once that I was like, you know what? I'm going to give my 2 cents.
Yeah.
And then it turns out that I didn't have 2 cents to give.
Sometimes it's not constructive.
Yeah, no. But so everyone's talking about it. And I think what makes it interesting is though it is not true, it is touching on something that is a factor, which is Jessie's feelings, potential feelings towards Ali. And it goes back to one of my favorite quotes from a movie ever, which is the Quentin Tarantino Inglourious Bastards. I love rumors.
Oh.
Facts can be so misleading, where rumors, whether real or true or false, are more revealing.
More telling, yeah.
And a lot of times if something's a rumor, sometimes, not always, but sometimes if something's a rumor, there's a reason why it's a rumor. Yeah. So I think it's very interesting. Jessi is still struggling with what to do with Ali. And Ali seems pretty oblivious.
She does seem pretty oblivious. I don't know if part of it is because Ali is bisexual, so she's always kind of picking up on a vibe.
And I mean, as the gay in the room, I've been in many situations where I'm like, oh, I sense something, but I also refuse to be a predatory gay. So it's like,
well, yeah. And I wonder if Ali, because we don't get to see in Ali's mind. So I wonder if Ali is feeling the same thing, but she's like, I'm not going to ruin my the friendship with Jessi. And we're watching Jessi have that journey. That could be it.
I also firmly believe that, because I think it's coming, and I think when the moment does come, I think Jessi's going to shut down. I think she's going to be like, oh, not what I want. There's just something, I feel that's where we're going.
Could be.
We explored this plot much less extensively in like episode 2 of season 1, where Andrew is like jerking off to the rock.
Yeah.
And do you remember that? It's like, I don't know, it just turns out he's easy to jerk off to in this Paul Bunyan movie.
Oh.
You don't remember that?
I do. I don't love it.
So
all of the boys were together in this episode having sort of like a retreat. Because like a lot of the boys are in like a bad scenario. And so like Nick is upset and Jay is upset and Andrew is like trying to be like a hippy dippy therapist from the 70s.
Well, so he had that mild breakthrough with his father and he's trying to like pivot, which I appreciate. And there was a very, very understated but sweet scene where he showed the fuck up for Jay.
Amazing.
And it's like, first of all, I mean, all these characters on the show are friends, period, but to varying degrees.
They've been to school with each other for 8 years now. That is enough.
But I kind of appreciated that he didn't have to really come around to the notion that this was a gay.
Yeah, no.
Like, because I mean, the Jay came out, I think, in like season 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Or 2, I guess, probably. And the boys sort of reacted then, but also it's like there, I don't know, there he didn't make any comments about Charles Liu. I don't know. It was very sort of like, I was like, man.
Well, he did say Charles Liu is gay, but that was the extent of it. Charles Liu sucks, by the way. So mean and rude. Like, won't even have a conversation about it.
He's just not what he wants.
He won't even talk about it. I don't like it. It's mean. It's mean that he won't talk about it. I feel so bad for Jay this season.
So I wonder if this was just a throwaway joke or an actual insight into Jay. But he had this really funny, really twisted logic where he was like, him doing this with Charles was like good for Gina.
Well, he was like, I don't care that you're cheating on Gina. He was morally, I have no issue with that.
But he phrased it in a way almost like he was doing Gina a favor.
Oh.
It was very funny.
Yeah.
I don't think I read, like, I was like, this is very weirdly.
So I did like that too, where he was
whereas almost like, I'm happy that I can give this to Gina. Sure. And I was like, I don't know that you're doing her a favor.
Not sure that's helpful. But I did like that he was like, I don't feel morally bad at all that you're cheating on Gina, but I need you to be emotionally available to me. And Charles was just like, no.
We're not of the homewrecker mentality where we don't have it's the old adage, like, you can't wreck a happy home. And it's like, I don't really think it's the other woman's.
Well, sure. Also, this is a cartoon. That's not about real people, about 8th graders. Yeah. So I like extra don't care about the actual morality of cheating, but that was fun. That Jay was very present and self-aware about that, where he was like, oh no, the cheating is nothing. But if we're going to keep doing this, you need to be emotionally available to me. And when Charles was like, no, and he was like, well, then I can't be your side piece anymore.
And then cried a whole bunch.
I feel bad for Jay.
And so, yeah, Andrew was there. And it was, I appreciated it more than what we have had
of Andrew so far this season. Also, we got back to the Devon is an old man.
It's one of my favorite running jokes. And it's I feel like we're getting further away from it. Like, I don't understand what it means. And we found out he's paying Devin
$14 a month in alimony. So funny. I also loved that when Nick was like, you're an old man. That's like, this is like, he called him out and he was like, this old man's gonna beat your ass, young blood.
And he like takes his shirt off and he has like an undershirt and suspenders. And like, and then who's was it like Lou or Lump.
And then they started calling him Limp at the end because he like hurt us.
I hadn't realized that Caleb and Limp were different until here, because Limp stepped on a nail and hurt himself and then said, pain is knowledge for men.
Yeah.
Or pain is like wisdom for men. And that was bleak.
Well, that actually, to be totally frank, that called back to that season 2 episode of Fleabag for me with Kristen Scott Thomas, where she was like, men have to create pain for themselves, and that's why we have religion, but women carry their pain around them all of the time. And I just was like, oh God.
And then we had Simon Sex.
Jermaine Clement.
Yeah.
Always welcome.
Absolutely. But for me, it was a bummer he wasn't played by Simon Rex.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a very like esoteric reference, I suppose, but.
Fun fact, Simon Rex is going to be in a movie coming out soon by.
Speaking of Scary Movie 3, and we were talking about that earlier. By
the director of the Florida Project. So it might be worth visiting.
Interesting.
Just throwing it out there.
Simon Rex holds a very special place in the heart of gay men of my specific generation.
I would say also a less special place in the hearts of millennial women. I love Simon Rex. I think he's hot.
He did like gay porn.
That's better.
It was like jerk off videos and stuff, but
I want it. I want that.
I'm very familiar with his oeuvre.
I agree with you that it should have been Simon Rex, or because he looked like Jermaine, but also on first glance he looked like John Oliver to me.
John Oliver's already been on the show. He was the camp counselor.
That's right, he has.
Why I remember that, I don't know, but
no, that's fair. Nick is mad still, like madder than before, almost. And the love bug died.
Oh my God, right? Because you were really upset or really concerned when he pulled off his other wing.
All of his wings were sliced off.
Was gradually deteriorating through the whole episode.
One of his antenna fell off.
Took me a minute to realize. I was like, oh, Nick's
love is
for Jessie is dying. We're going to an incel place that like it's gonna. I think it's worth exploring, but
I mean, I trust this group of people to land that ship. But I am kind of with you. Although, I don't know, like, for me specifically, obviously it's not true. Jessie's not gay, and she's not in a relationship with Ali. But, I mean, you know, she's, like, maybe thinking about it, but she doesn't want to ruin the friendship. So she is, like, potentially bisexual.
That was great, the, like, affirmation where it's like, you don't got to figure any of this shit out right now.
Yeah, not at all.
And
also...
then a truly disturbing final scene of them farming penises and vaginas.
Oh, real weird. And they were going to go eat sloppy assholes. So, okay, here's my thing, because Nick thinks that Jessie is in a relationship with Ali. That is what this, like, internet Instagram thing posted. If it were me and someone I was interested in, and I found out that, or, like, there was proof or, like, you know, whatever, there was, like, a rumor that they were gay, that would make me feel better that they didn't want me. And he seems even angrier.
So it's a very male-female experience.
Okay.
The girls I have talked to have been like, whoo.
Thank God.
And the men I've talked to in similar situations are like, what's wrong with me? Like they internalize it.
Don't have a vagina. I like.
But it's like they look at it as like, I was bad, therefore I made her gay.
No.
It's really.
Yeah, that's weird. No. So if they're going there, I trust these people to land the ship, but also I kind of wish we didn't have to go there.
You think Ross Geller didn't internalize that shit?
We know Ross Geller did. That's literally episode 1 of Friends. But yeah, I just wish that we didn't have to have that conversation.
I think they'll do it.
Yeah, I trust them.
I think it's a pathway that most men are presented with. The option, do I go down? Do I take the red pill?
Ugh. No, red is such an angry color.
I just love it was like fucking Elon Musk and Ivanka Trump tweeting each other about like taking the red pill, and Lana Wachowski was like, fuck both of you. I hope you die. That was God. It was like
it was great. Yeah.
So okay, we'll see you after the next episode.